Hey Armin, just working on your car. So we have the link ECU connected, some testing done, it's wired up. Spent the day just converting your loom and got the pin and the software ECU unlocked. We're now well into the configuration side, so 6 injectors, check engine lights flashing, it's saying. So you can see it blinking there on the left. So it's just got a few errors that I'll close out. Ignition switch it sees, which is good, so it's got power. You don't have your sensors wired in yet, but they'll come in after. I just want to get it diagnosed with why it's not starting. TPS, so is at 0.52 volts, and when I move the throttle you can see it moving up 4.75 in the yellow there, so you can see that's working well. I'm running through the diagnostics, so in terms of the injector testing in the software, you can turn on one injector at a time, and I do this to validate the wiring to each injector. So if I turn on injector 1, I'll go outside. And you can hear pulsing. That's injector 1. Injector 1 starts here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So injector 1, I validate it physically. So you can I can feel that, or you can disconnect. So I've done each injector. Each of them go to the right spot. Now the concern is it's your ignition. So all your injectors are good. Every injector is pulsing like to the correct location. The issue is your ignition, and this is probably why we could never get your car running very well, or stall or whatever, because here we're doing an ignition test and I can output it to the required ignition. So 1, 2 and 3 in your case running waste spark. So 1 is the first bank, 2 is the second, 3 is the third. So it's on off at the moment. You can see it's on. This is 1. Timing light connected. I'll press a button. Nothing. Now I'll turn it on. So ignition 1. It's now set on the ignition 1, so your coil on ignition 1. If I press a button, it's actually flickering, but the camera can't pick it up. Oh, there you go, just a little. There you go. So you can just see that light. Okay, so ignition 1 is now firing. Now if I move it to 2, I'll press it again. Nothing, no light. That's because the software is not set on 2. Now if I go to 2 on here, I'd expect to see ignition 2 do the same thing. But in your case, there's no 2, there's no 3. So it just means ignition 2 and ignition 3 aren't working. Could be your igniter, could be the coils, could be the wiring. So I'm not sure. That's one thing I need to troubleshoot. So 2 and 3 aren't firing. Actually, a good test might be if I wiggle the wires. So I'm going to put the phone down for a sec. Still nothing. So 2's got no ignition in 3. So what I'm going to have to do is just diagnose a bit deeper in the wiring, find out why 2 and 3 aren't firing. But basically you got one firing, but and all your injectors firing. So even if I gave it a little crank, we can test fuel pump too while we're doing this. Fuel pump control, fuel pump method, test. There we go, I can hear the fuel pump. Off. So I'm not sure if you can hear it, so that's off. On. So fuel's being pumped, you can hear it. So fuel's working, injectors are working, just ignition. Let's give it a crank anyway. Oh, it's running flat. Alright, I'll put a jumper pack and see how we go. I'll keep you updated.